smell like pepperoni.
Well, if that's the way you feel.
Wait a minute.
That stuff, get down on your knees and pray.
I think... They're as big as wolves. Look just as vicious.
His dead wife was watching.
First his wife, then he...
Hey, dirtbag. You're a lousy shot. I don't like lousy.
Say something.
I never try anything. I just do it. Like I don't beat clocks. Just people. Want to try me?
Hey guys, another episode of Bad Cinema here. It is Christmas month. After watching this movie, it really wasn't very Christmassy except for the gingerbread man in it. But we are reviewing, but technically, a gingerbread man is Halloween. So, but yeah, we're reviewing a movie about this little guy. Yeah. And voiced by Gary Busey. Yes, you heard me correct. Oh, quick shout out to Bobby De La Ghetto for making me an honorary member of the Chiefs Kingdom. Okay, so by law, I have to root for them now. I guess.
No,
for
you
now.
don't.
All right. Anyway, yeah, this movie's crazy. Gary Busey's in it for a brief period, and I believe he does the voice of the Gingerdead man, right, Tony?
Yeah, he does.
It's pretty crazy. You got if you ever want to see a gingerbread man fire a 357 Magnum, here's your chance. It's really freaky. This guy tries to eat him. He calls himself the Butcher Baker. That was so stupid, by the way. And
He
then pie in the face, but the pie in the face is better than a knife in the forehead, apparently. And this was really weird. This movie's just weird all the way around. Now they list it as a comedy because it's purely stupid. You know, we got that. Oh, not that. Anyway,
I was like, this ain't no recommendation. This is
Wing Wing is the patron saint of Bad Cinema, though, so we'll let that slide there. We're going to watch the trailer, even though against my better judgment, we're going to watch the trailer.
In a quiet bakery, one woman is about to confront her past.
In one quiet bakery.
Fight back.
Look like they took a picture of Gary Busey from Lethal Weapon.
Yeah. Act of violence.
It also says here that after they fried him in the chair, they cremated him.
They cremated him. The acting is terrible.
And sent his ashes to his mother in Coonsboro.
Something else was just left at the back porch, too.
So you've about got the gist of it here. I think you know. They say cremated. I think you know what's coming.
That gingerbread season.
oh, heck.
And the blood of someone gets inside of the ashes, and then that's just guys. That's just unsanitary.
Yeah,
right there. You know what I mean?
Somebody could have shut that place down.
Somebody could have got Hep C or something from this crap. All right.
An unholy curse.
What is that fucker anyway?
I think I know who it is.
I think I know who it is.
It's me, Roger! Why'd you come and get me?
A new kind of cookie.
What the hell is that?
Well, it sure ain't the Pillsbury fucking Doughboy.
This is so bad.
Look at this guy. Oh my God.
Run as fast as you can. Something's in the oven. The Gingerdead Man. Evil never tasted so good. Eat me, you punk bitch!
Oh God.
That was horrible.
It's pretty wild. Well, I don't know what else to say about that except we're going to talk about the Wikipedia page now.
Oh God.
All right, The Gingerdead Man was filmed in 2005 as a comedy slasher, directed by Charles Band. Gary Busey stars as the titular Gingerdead Man, created from a mix of gingerbread spice mix and the ashes of deceased serial killer Millard Findelmeyer.
No wonder he wanted to kill people.
The film also stars Robin Cindy, Jonathan Chase, Alexia Alleman, Margaret Bile, James Snyder, and Larry Seard. At Cadillac Jack's Diner in Waco, Texas, killer Millard Findelmeyer murders most of the Lee family, leaving only Sarah Lee. Get it, Sarah Lee? Nobody does it like Sarah.
Yeah, Sarah Lee.
And her mother, Betty, alive. Oh, yeah, and Betty, her mom, she gets drunk on Jack Daniels and tries to shoot up the big chain bakery coming in. Sarah's testimony leads to Millard's conviction and execution in the electric chair. After he rides the lightning, Miller's ashes are collected by his mother, who adds them into gingerbread spice mix. Later, Sarah and Betty struggle to keep their pastry shop open. The bakery is merely keeping afloat. Betty has turned to alcohol, and Sarah sends her home to bakery worker Julia. Sarah is confronted by Jimmy Dean, really a determined businessman who wants to buy their property, and his conniving daughter Lorna. A mysterious delivery of gingerbread spice mix, courtesy of Millard's mother, arrives at the bakery, and Sarah and her employees, Rick Fields, use the mix to make. Somebody just made these names up out of them. They picked these names out of a bowl to make a giant gingerbread man. During the process, Brick accidentally cuts himself, and his blood mingles with the dough. Brick leaves early for a wrestling match, leaving Sarah to bake the dough in the industrial oven. So he turns in. So what you got? You about guessed it. What happens here is
I'll be back.
he is resurrected as a gingerbread man, a homicidal gingerbread man, and chaos ensues from there. The Gingerdead Man was originated from a rejected pitch for a Mad TV sketch. That makes sense. Writer William Butler had proposed an idea involving a gingerbread cookie coming to life and killing a family during Christmas time. However, a sketch involving a woman fighting the Snuggle Bear mascot had aired around that time, and the idea was considered too similar. The idea was revived with full moon features during a meeting with Charles Band, where Butler was asked what was the goofiest idea he had ever thought of. After hearing the concept, Band greenlit the film immediately on the spot. He said, "Good, you're filming it in a month. Go write a script." You know what? So far, all this checks out, Tony. Just about watching it, I believe every bit of this. Around the time a teaser trailer was released, revealing an estimated release window of the summer of 2001, but the film did not make that release window. Ultimately, Full Moon was unable to use Butler's script, as the estimated production cost was around $3 million. Van and Butler later reached a deal where Full Moon bought the script, rewrote it in order to lower the budget. The script was rewritten by Dominic Mirror under the pseudonym August White. And I can tell you, after watching this movie, he was smart to write it under a pseudonym.
Yeah.
According to Butler, almost nothing from the original script was kept except for a few minor gags, such as the idea of the Gingerdead Man driving a car. In Butler's original version, the Gingerdead Man was intended to be a fully CGI character resembling the Pillsbury Doughboy. However, with the rewrite, the design was changed to more closely resemble an actual gingerbread man cookie. The character was achieved with practical hand and rod puppets, as well as a full bodysuit created by John Carl Buechler.
The guy that did, oh my God.
Is it who? What did he do?
That guy, that was the guy that was the director, if I'm not mistaken. He directed Friday 13th Part 7.
Yeah, and Troll.
Oh, wow.
In an interview with PopHorror.com, Bad reportedly offered Gary Busey $25,000 in the star of the film, expecting him to turn it down, but surprisingly, he accepted. Busey filmed his scenes at Millard Findlemeyer as Millard Findlemeyer in 2 days. This reportedly upset him when he learned he was only booked for such a small amount of time, as he misunderstood and assumed he was supposed to appear in person throughout the entire film, and that 2 days was the entire filming schedule. His agent was later informed that this was not the case and that most of his lines would be dubbed with ADR. The website Bloody Good Horror gave the film a negative review, stating, "It's one of the shortest yet hardest to watch films I've ever seen." Criticisms were directed at the film's humor and its writing. According to Horror Society, the film lacks a plot and makes very little sense. I agree with all that. The review slated the acting was atrocious and insanely stupefied. Like many other Full Moon properties, the film spawned a franchise of sequels, crossovers, shorts, and comic books, as well as merchandise. The Gingerdead Man was also featured as one of the films in 13 Nights of Elvira. Well, that's when you know you really made a bad movie, when Elvira picks it up.
Yeah.
It says here, sequels and crossover. October 2007, it was revealed that Gingerdead Man 2, The Passion of the Crust. Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Gun shooting. It was released in 2008. It includes new monsters called Tiny Terrors, a pun on the unreleased Puppet Master bobblehead line, and an homage to the Full Moon's many killer toy properties. On July 16, 2008, Charles Band announced the third film, Gingerdead Man 3, Saturday Night Cleaver. Oh, God. The film was slated for a 2009 release, but filming was delayed until 2010. The film was released on September 13, 2011. It sees the Gingerdead Man travel back in time to slash his way through a roller disco competition. Wow. In 2013, Gingerdead Man versus Evil Bong was released, serving as the fourth film in the Gingerdead Man series, while also being a crossover with the Evil Bong films. It follows the Gingerdead Man's quest for vengeance on survivor Sarah Lee. A fifth movie titled Gingerdead Man Rebaked was announced in pre-credit teasers in Evil Bong 666, but was never made, thank God. Instead, the fifth film was reworked into a new film titled, The Gingerweed Man. Oh, my God. Acting as both the ninth installment of Evil Bong film series and the fifth installment of Gingerdead Man series. Prominence in the Evil Bong series, starting with Gingerdead Man versus Evil Bong. The Gingerdead Man serves as a recurring antagonist, appearing in Evil Bong 420 as the main antagonist, and Evil Bong High Five as a supporting character, returning in Evil Bong 666 as a secondary antagonist. The character Sarah Lee also becomes a supporting character in the Evil Bong series going forward, and is referred to in Evil Bong 666 and 777 as Faux Batty Boop. Okay. He also the overarching antagonist of Evil Bong 777, though remaining dead the entire film. He made a minor cameo at the end of Evil Bong 888, Infinity High. Okay. On December 7th, 2015, Action Lab Comics and Full Moon Features announced the new comic book series based on the cult classic films. The first issue, The Gingerdead Man Baking Bad #1, was written by Brockton McKinney and art by Sergio Rios, and variant covers art by creator Zombie Tramp Dan Mendoza. Issue 1, The Gingerdead Man Baking Bad, launched on February 23rd, 2016. The series serves as a loose sequel to the first Gingerdead Man film, but largely ignores its continuity. Another comic book series was released on March 28, 2018 by Action Lab Comics titled Gingerdead Man Meets Evil Bong, a crossover with the Evil Bong films. It is loosely inspired by the crossover film Gingerdead Man vs. Evil Bong and is a sequel to Gingerdead Man Baking Bad series. The comic is also written by Brockton McKinney, artwork being done by Sergio Rios. The comic series consisted only of 3 issues On May 30th, 2018, a volume of all 3 issues was released. Gingerdead Man appears in the 5th issue of Doll Man Kills the Full Moon Universe, a crossover comic featuring Rick Bardo from Doll Man, tracking down different full moon monsters and villains to kill. Published by Full Moon Comics in 2018. And that's all I'm going to read. I'm done with that. Sorry.
Yeah.
But we do have a couple of clips here. I have a feel this is going to be a short episode, so just buckle up. We got a couple here.
Bridget.
What the fuck?
Whoa.
Oh no, that guy thought he was like a superhero or something, the Butcher Baker or something, or like a wrestler.
Yeah.
All right. Now here's what he says. He calls himself the Butcher Baker. It's pretty lame.
Now it's time to meet your maker. Prepare to face the Butcher Baker. For tonight, your ass is toast. You gotta be shitting me.
Your ass is toast, because your ass is toast.
You gotta be shitting me.
Did you see they made a sequel in what it's called?
They made 5 sequels.
Oh no.
Oops.
That's pretty good for a 6-shooter.
Yeah, if you ever wanted to see a gingerbread man shoot a gun, there was your chance.
See a sappy love story brewing. Looking for this? Baby, it's all over but the cry.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Like, I gotta play this clip and get it. It's so stupid.
Now it's time to meet your maker. Prepare to face the Butcher Baker. For tonight, your ass is toast. You gotta be shitting me.
Why did you put so much emphasis on the word baker? He said the Butcher Baker.
Butcher Baker.
He sounded like he was from Kentucky.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say he had that bad Texas accent.
Yeah. That had to be fake. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what else to think about this movie. I don't know. I'll tell you what to say about this movie. I'll play this clip from Suicide Squad. This is what I think of this movie.
I'm known to be quite vexing. I'm just forewarning you.
Ladies, shut up!
I was thinking of the other clip you got where the kid goes, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, this movie looks wild. Yeah. Yeah, actually, that sums up this movie even more, is this clip right here.
Jesus Christ.
You think that's crazy? Check out this clip, Paul.
See a sappy love story brewing. Looking.
Bridget.
What the fuck?
Whoa.
Hey, Paul, you want to see a gingerbread man fire a 357 Magnum? Here you go.
Oops.
Couldn't hit the broadside of a barn.
No, he was aiming right at him too. I mean, let me ask you a question. Did that gun fire 8 shots there?
No, it's just to say, for those of y'all that were keeping count, he fired 10 shots out of that 6-shooter.
That's pretty damn good.
But he couldn't hit the target on any of them.
Dude. He was like that guy. Remember that scene in Pulp Fiction when the guy runs out of the bathroom and starts firing at him and just misses every time? It's the same thing. Well, anyway, I'm gonna go around here, and Will's not seeing it, so I'll just go to I'll go to you, Tony. So, are there any characters that actually stand out in this movie, or is it you it's okay to say no?
No.
Okay.
Apparently, Gary needed to do this money for drugs. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm joking. I don't know what his personal life was until it came out.
I'm saying he needed some drug money or something, or like, I don't know. He probably needed to pay some bills or something. Of course, for $25,000 for 2 days, I'd have probably done it too, but that's me. Yeah, I can't even say it. Gary Busey's a highlight, but I can't tell you the last time Gary Busey did a movie that was pretty good. I guess it was Point Break.
Man, Damn. I was like, man, and this dude was in Lethal Weapon. Wow.
Yeah, Mr. Joshua really went downhill, didn't he?
Yeah, really. Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Well, I can't really say there's any standout characters either. The acting's bad. The main character girl, what's her name? Sarah Lee. She's kind of cute, but that's all I can say about her. She's kind of cute.
Yeah, I was gonna say the girls were good looking. I mean, but
yeah. I think if there's any character stood out was her drunk mother with a fifth of Jack Daniels shooting a shotgun at another business. And then the cops show up, or they show up and go, "Hey, what are you doing with that shotgun?" And she's holding. By the way, when Sarah takes the shotgun from her, she's holding it butt up, pointing towards the ground. I've never seen so much mistreatment of a firearm in my life. But whatever. You're not supposed to point the barrel down at the ground. It's just not the way it's done. It ruins the gun. It could ruin the gun and get dirt in it. But anyway, I guess they really didn't go hunting much. Even though she's from Texas, she should know how to handle a shotgun.
You would think.
But anyway, so there's no, okay. Next up, we'll just, there really was no gore factor in this movie. The special effects were bad. The dialogue was cheesy. I know they were aiming for a comedy, but even the jokes were bad. Although the funniest part is him shooting the gun and him saying, "What the fuck?" And he said something else too, "Eat me" or something. He says to somebody. That was pretty funny. But that's probably the most memorable moment is him firing the gun. Actually, what do you think, Tony? What was there anything memorable about it that stood out?
Well, I mean, not in a positive way, but when the butcher baker chews his freaking head off, I'm like, "What are you doing, dude?" I mean, I'm like, he bit his head off, and I'm like, then he swallowed it, and I was like, "Oh, that's not going to go good."
We knew what was going to happen at that point, right?
Yeah,
we knew
you did.
Possession.
Yeah, you knew it was going to happen, and of course it happened, and I was like, "Oh God!" And then
what happens, guys, is he bites his head off and swallows it, right? The butcher baker.
The butcher baker.
The butcher baker. And I don't even talk that. That's like the worst Texas accent I've ever heard. But so anyway, they think it's all over. Of course, he turns into it gets possessed. He gets possessed, and they have to kill him. And there really isn't a high body count in this movie, actually.
No, not really.
I mean, like the blonde-headed girl and her dad get killed.
Yeah.
And then they have to kill Butcher Baker kid because he was dumb enough to eat the possessed cookie. And like, actually, the movie's very predictable. Like, as soon as they tell you, "Oh, well, he's been executed," and actually before that, I figured this guy's been executed for killing her brother and dad. And I said, then they said, "Oh, this mysterious thing." I said, before they even mentioned he'd been executed in the ashes of the mother, I said, "It's his ashes in that box, ain't it?"
Yeah.
So that's got to be it. And so it's very predictable. And there's also some just dumb, like the continuity errors are pretty bad. Like they're not just continuity errors, just like the story is discombobulated. It don't make any sense. Well, I mean, not that any of it would make sense that you could like use the ashes of some dead serial killer and resurrect him as a gingerbread man. I'm just saying, like they contradict themselves a lot in the movie. Like this happens and this happens. There's something in particular I wanted to say was kind of like weird the way they said it, but now I can't remember what it was. But there's a lot of things they said it was weird.
Yeah.
I can't remember. No. I just thought it was odd that she's like, "Hey, big brother, I know you're up there somewhere in heaven. I hope you get to go to that titty bar."
Yeah.
I was like, "Really? You think there's a titty bar in heaven?" Okay. I don't think so, but
yeah, weird.
That was his only list was to go to the nudie bar. Okay, that's all he wanted to do in his life. So I mean, I don't know. And but yeah, the old lady, I've seen her, her mother. I've seen her in a couple of movies. I think not anything good, but she's been in a couple of movies. But like actually anything, Tony, you know this is true. Anything from this studio Full Moon was usually going to be weird and stupid and cheesy. Like I remember Evil Bong, and we're probably going to watch that for Bad Cinema at some point. But because it is really stupid. I didn't realize that he crossed over with Evil Bong series, but
I didn't either until I looked at everything up.
But this kind of reminds me of a movie I saw in the 80s. Just as dumb. It was about a possessed wig that when the person wearing it put it on, they made them kill people. And it was called Hell to Pay.
Ooh.
So it's pretty bad too. This is I can't really recommend this movie. So I'm gonna give it like we usually give it like even though it says recommendations on it, we usually give it 1 to 5 wings, and that's like a bad cinema rating, which is so even if it's bad, if it's so bad it's good, you give it 5. I give it 1 wing because I just can't. I'm sorry, maybe a half a wing. Actually, I give it half a wing, and that's only because Gary Busey was in it and he was in Lethal Weapon. So there you go.
See, you're being far kinder than me because I mean you look at full. I was gonna say you look at their full moon stuff, and I mean I have a fondness of full moon just because the company released freaking Subspecies and Puppet Master.
Yeah.
And then you see, oh my god, and then I even like Trancers, but I give this a -5. So I mean, this I honestly
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I honestly almost shut the movie off halfway through it, but then I had to keep watching it just to see how much dumber it could get. I mean,
hey, Will, I'm going to ask you a question. I know you've not seen the movie, but based on the 4 clips we played and the trailer, what is your first reaction to it?
It's a 0. It's terrible.
You are correct, sir. That's the right answer. Has anybody in the chat? Has anybody watched this movie?
And if you have, I feel sorry for you.
I think we should use it. I think we should just strap people to chairs and make them watch this movie with their eyes open, like freaking Clockwork Orange.
Yeah, like in prison or something.
Yeah, we'll use that torture to replace waterboarding. I mean,
that's fine with me.
I think that you would get a lot of information out of people if you played this for them like that. I don't know. It would be under coercion though, because you probably couldn't trust the testimony because they'd be like, "I did it all." They should have played this at P. Diddy's trial. Yeah, but make P. Diddy watch it. He would have confessed to everything. I'm just saying.
He would. Yes, he
if
would.
I ever get to meet Gary Busey, I probably won't bring this movie up.
It's definitely a Hall of Fame inductee. I'll just be like, "Why, Gary? Why? Did you need 20? Could you not just got your agent to loan you $25,000?
Yeah, really.
I mean, maybe Mel Gibson would have loaned it to you just because you were in Lethal Weapon with him.
I'm surprised he didn't get any Razzies.
He might have got $50,000 from Mel Gibson, just not be in it. So
yeah,
I don't know. Mel Gibson probably would let him do it. I don't know, but Gary Busey is notorious for like doing movies just for the money. He's done that a lot after the tail end of the 90s and 2000s, the 2010s, 2020s. So, but I mean, I can't criticize him. I guess he's made a career out of it. But but he did play Buddy Holly, so I got to give it a little slack. So
yeah,
and he played Mr. Joshua in Lethal Weapon. Why can't I think? Oh, he was in Silver Bullet.
Yeah, he was in Silver Bullet. Yeah.
So
like you said, he was in Point Break.
But I tell you what, Gary Busey is a miracle of modern science because I don't know how he's still alive.
That's true.
His last movie was 2015.
Wow, it's been a while since he's been in a movie. But
I know he's been having health problems.
Yeah. Well, let's see something. We'll look at. You know what?
I'm sorry, I keep interrupting you, man. I was going to say, don't forget, he was in Predator 2, Under Siege, and The Firm.
So I just looked what happened to him. Unfortunately, he just got charged with criminal sexual assault in New Jersey.
So he was born in 1944.
Yep, he's 81 years old.
He was in. He's been in a lot of movies. Rise to Prominence in 1974 was a movie called The Texas Wheelers. During the same year, he made his major film debut in Michael Cinnamino's buddy action caper Thunderbolt and Lightfoot with Clint Eastwood and Jeff Bridges. In 1976, he was hired by Barbara Streisand and her producer boyfriend John Peters to play Bobby Ritchie, road manager to Christopher Stuyvesant's character in the remake of A Star Is Born. On DVD commentary of the film, Streisand says Busey was great and that he had she had seen him on a TV series and thought he had the right qualities to play the role. In 1978, he starred as rock legend Buddy Holly in the Buddy Holly story. Yep, and then he was also he won he earned an Academy Award nomination for Best Actor. He was also in the Straight Time and a surfing movie called Big Wednesday, which was a minor cult classic. That was directed by John Milius, by the way. He was in Silver Bullet, the Stephen King. He was in Eye of the Tiger. He played the antagonist in Mel Gibson and Danny Glover in the action comedy Lethal Weapon. He was in Drop Zone, Under Siege, Point Break, Predator 2, The Firm, Rookie of the Year, Black Sheep, Lost Highway, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I remember that he was the police officer. And he was in Soldier. It says here that he starred as God in the off-Broadway musical Only Human. Gary has 3 children. Yeah, Jake Busey's his son. I've seen him in a lot of movies.
Yeah.
In 1988, Busey was severely injured in a motorcycle accident in which he was not wearing a helmet. His skull was fractured and he suffered permanent brain damage. Okay.
When was that? When did that happen?
1988. So
okay.
That might be why he started acting weird, Joe. In 1996, he announced that he was a Christian, saying, "I'm proud to tell Hollywood I'm a Christian for the first time. I'm free to be myself." He cites the motorcycle accident and a 1995 cocaine overdose as events that strengthened his Christian faith. In 1997, Busey underwent a successful surgery to remove a plum-sized cancerous tumor from his sinus cavity. That was okay. And then, he was in a season of Celebrity Rehab in 2008. He was referred to psychiatrist Charles Sophie. Sophie suspected that Busey's brain injury had a greater effect on him than he had realized. He described it as essentially weakening Busey's mental filters, which led to him to speak and act impulsively. In 2011, Busey endorsed Newt Gingrich during Gingrich's 2012 presidential campaign, but later withdrew his endorsement. He also endorsed President Trump in 2016, and he, 2022, was accused of groping 2 women during a convention appearance in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, and he pleaded guilty to 1 count of criminal sexual contact. Received 2 years probation.
You guys messed up.
That's probably why he's not been hired in a while.
Probably. Sounds like he was blacklisted.
Yeah. Love Rookie of the Year, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he was the pitcher that took the kid under his wing and everything.
The Rocket.
Well, you know what? A brain injury plus Hollywood could mess people up. So I'm not making excuses for him. There's no excuse for what he did. But I always have fond memory of him as Mr. Joshua in that movie. You can kind of tell, like 88, his career, he started kind of going kind of down after that. Like maybe people didn't want to hire him because, he had the brain injury. He didn't know how much it affected him. And it might have made him erratic.
Yeah.
Although he was good in Point Break, he says, "I want 2. Give me 2 meatball subs." And he gets killed, helping protecting Keanu Reeves in the movie. So, and I don't know. So he was in Point Break and Lethal Weapon. So I can't hate him. You got to kind of separate, the career from the personal life. Although it's hard to do with people like Bill Cosby and others.
Yeah.
I
was going to say, I will say this. In Point Break, he says one of my favorite lines that I use sometimes to describe that I'm hungry. I mean, I'm not going to say it on here because it's kind of nasty.
Okay.
I'll tell you backstage.
All right.
Watch the movie,
So I guess we're going to end it. I think that's a pretty quick one. But before we go, guys, everybody don't go anywhere. Let's watch it because I just want to tell you there is no comic conversations tomorrow night, but I will be on Palm 619 tomorrow night. And Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, Good Cinema presents Die Hard, starring Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
And it is a Christmas movie because I said so. All right.
And that's the bottom line.
And I changed the thumbnail for a Comic Lounge for the rest of the month. And the Comic Lounge, Comic Book and Pop Culture Hangout is Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern.
I'll be a little late to that, Matt.
It's okay.
What?
We'll be glad to see you.
Till 7.
And then, of course, the Sunday Super Show Extravaganza on Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern.
What the hell?
That's from that show, that comic, Exquisite Corpses.
Okay, gotcha.
Thanks, Paul. Appreciate you coming by and supporting the show. And Tony, Friday Night Frights, 9 p.m. Eastern on Comicverse Channel. What are we watching?
We are watching Krampus.
Yeah.
The Shadow of Saint Nick.
Let's go.
I love this movie. So I love this movie. It's become a favorite of mine, and I really do love it.
And right now I'm looking up Tony, where can I watch it at? Where can we watch it at?
I don't know, man. Because I when I picked it, I didn't think about how easy it would be for everybody else to watch it because my dumb ass bought it when it came out. So let me look it up real quick.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to rent Die Hard because it is on Peacock and Disney Plus, apparently.
According to this, Krampus is on Peacock, AMC Plus, YouTube, Sling TV, Amazon Prime. Yeah. Apparently, it's on Amazon Prime. If you got Amazon Prime. It says
Okay,
Netflix.
well, if anybody's got a digital copy of Die Hard, I'd appreciate it. Because I don't want to rent it. All right. I really don't have to watch it. You know how many times I've seen that movie?
Oh, yeah.
But I want to watch it for Christmas. Well, it's available for $3.99 to rent.
Yeah.
You can buy it for $4.99 in ultra high definition on YouTube.
There.
Well, Paul, you know what? WWE has gotten boring and stale, in my opinion. I'm sorry. I watched the War Games pay-per-view. It was stupid, and I don't like the fact that they're taking WrestleMania overseas and they priced everybody out of it, and they moved it to ESPN. So now we have to pay like an extra $30 a month to watch the pay-per-view. So I'm pretty much done with WWE for now, unless I watch Raw on Netflix every now and then. But it's not been that great. I was disappointed because I thought CM Punk coming back was going to be better, but it's not been as good as I hoped. That's just my opinion. But anyway, be sure to give us a like before you go, and we'll be back. Coming the coming weeks, we're going to be doing Santa Conquers the Martians for Bad Cinema, Silent Night, Deadly Night, Part 2 for Bad Cinema, and for Good Cinema, we still have to watch Christmas Story and National Lampoon's Vacation. So anybody, and remember, Wednesday, Die Hard, 9 p.m. Yippee-ki-yay, mother truckers. See, I didn't say the bad word. I promised my mom I wouldn't cuss as much on a live stream. So anyway, guys, thanks for we made this almost 40 minutes, so I'm proud of ourselves.
Yeah.
But you know what? Usually this is my tagline. I can't say it for this movie, but I will say it anyway, even though it doesn't really count towards this movie. Just because it's bad doesn't mean it's not any good, except for Gingerdead Man, of course.
Come, son of Jarrell! Kneel before Zod! Snoochie boochies.